Okay guys, let's roll. I got a new hat, haven't I? It's a Panama hat. This guy, he says he's from Del Monte, brought all these peaches over. Wanted me to promote them. Said he'd give me this hat. So I thought, oh, why not? I could do with a new hat. Don't know what I'm going to do with all those peaches though. I like his assistant. Okay, well, they seem to be getting on okay. What's this video going to be about? A couple of things really, I suppose. First, I don't know how to put this, it's awkward. One of you patriots out there, and you know who you are, you sent me a £50 Amazon gift voucher. After I specifically said I don't want donations. I really don't. Anyhow, you wouldn't take it back, so reluctantly I accept it in the faith that it was given. And I've passed it on to my wife, who said thank you very much. Please, can I ask you people, I know your intentions are good, but don't do stuff like that, please. I find it embarrassing. And, well, I just prefer it if you didn't attempt to send stuff to me. I don't need it, honestly. I really don't. We'll be going through the finances of the channel shortly, and I'll show you something, and then perhaps you'll understand why. Oh, the interesting thing about my wife was, about 30 minutes after I told her that she was now the proud owner of an Amazon £50 gift voucher, she comes storming into the kitchen and said, was it from a woman? Oh, for God's sake. I don't know what. All right, I'm going to do it. This is going to get me in real trouble, but I'm going to do it. You're going to have to wait. I'm going to go on pause. I've got to get an image. Okay, I've got the image. I'm trying to decide whether to show it to you or not. Back in the day, when I was the Green Arrow, and I'd go to lots of meetings and events and places, I never really liked being known as the Green Arrow. I'd rather have been anonymous, but I wasn't, and that's that. I was known, and people would like to come and speak to me and say they liked my articles and stuff like that. And so I'd have my photographs taken with lots of people. Got thousands of them somewhere on the old machine. I'll have to get them out one day, show you some of the old patriots, what it was like in the good days. Well, I've got lots of photographs like this. The young lady I'm with then, 2010, that was taken at the Red, White and Blue. She was a real patriot. I won't tell you her name. I know that some of you will recognize her, the old guard. I won't mention any names. We know who she is. She was and still is a real patriot. She's still out there. She may even see this. She done so much for us. When the Green Arrows met up at Red, White and Blue festivals, we would all pitch our tents in the same area. It was a wonderful atmosphere. And the lady there, she was fabulous. She would cook for a small army of us. Yeah, a real patriot. She was in the front of everything we ever did. Well, my wife had to get used to lots of photographs like that. Perhaps I'll show you them one day. But no, nothing inappropriate. She was my sister to me, and I was her brother. Yeah. Total respect to you, girl. And yeah, we got to move on. Yeah. Oh yeah. God, why did I show you that? That was because my wife come in and said about the Amazon gift voucher. Was it from a woman? As if I'd have an affair. I'd never do that. It's not the way I rock. Always been too interested in politics than other women. Just glad I've got a wife who lets me do it. I wondered if other revolutionaries had to get permission from their wives before they tried to overthrow the government. Anyhow, let's move on. Thanks for the memories, girl. We're over here in the comments section, aren't we? Why are we over here? We might as well have a look at some of the comments while we're here, guys. I do have something to tell you, and it is quite important. But there were a couple of comments I wanted to show you. Keep up the good work, Paul. Look forward. Keep up the good work, Paul. Thanks for that, Bill. Love you. I will look forward to that day. Could you make... Oh, yes, someone offered to buy me a pint. Yeah, that is acceptable. Although I did say I'd prefer a dark rum, 2 parts water. John, what you didn't feel... Wait, what? You did all that and didn't feel the need to flee? Oh, yeah. I noticed Paul Thorpe is not very articulate. He's not. I don't think he's very bright at all. And that's why we're doing this video now. I want to show you something. It's in the public domain. I wanted to show you this comment. Some of your comments really touched me. Hello, Paul. I am a new sub from Dino. I'm from the northeast near Dino's town. I've been an army widow since 91. Later, I climbed the ranks to an officer till his motorbike accident just after returning from the Gulf War. He was only 26. I never married again or had children. Yeah. Well, you know how emotional I get over things like that. Oh, well. Thank you for the comment, Dee. I'm really sorry for your loss. My brother 3 was crippled for life after coming off his motorbike. He had an Harley Davidson. Emperor Mingmo, like, take a look at Thomas Chester. I've made a note of that name. I must go and look at it. I think I've seen him once. You can't catch all... There was something else down here that was interesting. This one from Caroline. Hi, Green Arrow. Used to follow you back in the day. Always wondered what happened to you. Thank you for your services to this country. Glad I found you again. From a fellow countrywoman. Hi, Caroline. Glad we found each other again. I mean that, Caroline, if you see this video. It's good to know that the old guard, the Patriots, are still out there. All makes sense now why they are targeting you. Don't throw those bloody spears at me. Talking about Paul Thorpe. We are getting there. We'll be talking about Paul Thorpe very shortly. Then I do get embarrassed by some of these comments, I won't lie. Keep up. Love that. That suits you, sir. There was a TV series with that line in, wasn't there? Suits you, sir. Don't know what it was. This guy here is interesting. Some people should say perhaps you should block him. But he's very polite, intelligent, and he argues his point well, and he's talking about Ulster, Northern Ireland. There's been a bit of a debate going on. I did like his final statement here. The only true comment you stated was that I read. In fact, that is where all historians get their information, but obviously not from Google. Good day, young man. I think they've reached the end of their private debate. I've let them get on with it. He gives me a comment, but still continues to argue his point. That is fine, he can do it. Thank you for your service. Big respect, Green Arrow. Shameful that you had to prove yourself. Yes, I didn't like having to talk about it. Different generations. Please turn on the super chats whenever you need to. Upgrade your... I can't do that. I've told you. Sorry, I cannot do that. I have made a vow to myself and to the Patriots. When the site is bigger, perhaps we can sort out the wife's electricity bill, but thanks for the suggestion. White Feather Taylor was calling you a grifter in the comments, and that's what I want to talk to you people about. I've got to make a decision, guys. We'll talk about it in the bunker. Thank you for your service, your father and mother. Paul, wonderful, wonderful. You look extremely dapper, sir. Thank you for your service. I got a couple of comments like that, and that made me laugh. I was thinking of that old Beatle film. It was black and white with William Bramble in. And the Beatles are on the train, and Wilfred Bramble's there from, what was he, Steptoe and Son. A really decrepit old man. And John says, but he's clean. And that made me laugh, and I like it when I laugh. But there's another one down here. Right. There was a comment from Paul Thorpe Perova. Yeah. If I can find it. Love your channel. Keep your humour. Thank you, Iris. Hitler was a Muslim. I don't know. My father was in the Royal Navy. After that, he joined the Commandos. I get you little stories. I enjoy reading them, even the ones that make me sad. Respect. My uncle was a prisoner of the war of the Japanese after the fall of Singapore. It was if you've never read the book Knights of the Bushido, you should read it to see what our prisoners of war went through under the Japanese. Strangely enough, I had another relative who was he was captured at Dunkirk. This uncle was captured at Singapore. He got there just days before they surrendered. My other relative, captured by the Germans, he said he was well treated right up to the end of the war. Even though the country was starving, they still somehow managed to feed the POWs. Terrible time. Thank you for your reply. A few people have a pop. From Paul Thorpe, smoking a cigarette. You need a red matter. Right, here's the comment I wanted you to see. This one meant a lot to me. Hi GA, I was quite moved by that video and it brought back a lot of memories. Also, I can confirm to anyone reading this comment that everything Paul said in this video is true. I spent hundreds of hours reading this many websites all those years ago. I also remember the people threatening to blow up his house too. I was present when GA gave a great speech at the BNP Red, White and Blue Festival and Nick Griffin shaking his hand afterwards. That video is somewhere in the channel if you look for it, guys. I'm wearing that white hoodie. I don't think you need to attack the Emperor Bling in his circle of civnats anymore, as they're becoming more irrelevant by the day. They don't have a functioning party anymore. Their subscribers are deserting them in droves, and Bling's second in command Dicking a man sounds like a carbon copy of a Hate Not Hope spokesman every time he opens his mouth. But you could do it just for sport, I guess. In the video, you showed one of the old British resistance writers called Southwest Nationalist, or SWN as we used to call him. His name was Graham. Keep up the great work, GA, and watch your subscribers grow. Well, I'm grateful for that comment. Another commenter turned around and said he thought I was dead. But yeah, so now we know that the Southwest Nationalist's name was Graham. Thank you for that. I ask about the old pal talk room. He replies that they're all grown up. Are you talking about the younger members? Good man, yeah. Own Business says that he left a comment on Paul Thorpe ranting video that you donated YouTube money to British nationalists. Thank you, we have receipts. Right, I'm not going to find it, but there's a comment on there from... There's a comment from Paul Thorpe. And basically what I said was this. I said I wanted a public apology for saying I've done nothing for my country, and I wanted a public apology for him calling me a grifter. Yeah, we'll be going through the finances in a second. Here's my dilemma, guys, and you can tell me what you think in the comments. I am very, very tempted to go after Jeff Taylor and Paul Thorpe for a round 2 and demand from both of them that they make a public apology for the things they said about me. Yeah. Then again, when you've had the Muslims, the homosexuals, and the left after you, you know, they are water off a duck's back to me. They really are. So what do you think I should do? Do you think I should demand an apology from them? Go over onto their sites, drop a comment off saying I demand an apology, or else it is game on big time? Yeah, that's the dilemma. Now, let's get over to back on our site. How do I get there now? Analytics. Oh yeah. Go back, bear with me, sorry about this, guys. Oh, God, I never really go over there. Right, new subscriber, buy a decent microphone. I wish. Yeah. Right. Estimated revenue, £251. For the last 90 days since we've been going, I haven't got this money. I haven't received any money. Okay, I've actually paid out 163, maybe just under £200 now in donations. And if I chucked the cost of that Vodafone connection in, you know, it's under £200. So £352 in 90 days, yeah? This is why I say, don't send me money. Don't send me cards. There'll be enough money from advertising revenue to pay for the little things like that and make donations. Let's see here. I want to show you that. Right. We started on the 15th December. You can see here, we come here, the kind of money it generates a day by day. See the early days? This is what a 16-hour day can earn you as a YouTuber. It's not a lot, is it? Okay. Of course, you can have a good day. On that day, £10, year 6. And then there's a bit of a war going on then. And we earned £20 on that day. And we earned £20 on that day. Dropped back down to normal, £6.50. Saturday, £3.27. Monday, £10, £6.97. Now that's me being completely honest with you, yeah? That is what is coming into this channel at this moment in time. £352. That's not even, for 400 odd videos, that's not even a pound a video. But that's why I say, please don't send me money, okay? I don't need it. Donate it to Restore Britain or a homeless charity for the army, I don't know. Later on, perhaps we can say we'll raise money to help a particular branch or to do a certain project. But anyhow, so that's what we make in. And it owes me just under £200. So we've got £152 in the bank. Okay, guys, let's go back to the bunker. Ta-da. Oh, he's still here. I could always sell those peaches on eBay. Alright guys, you've been listening to Paul Morris, the Green Arrow. Let me know in the comments whether you think I should go for round 2 or just forget it. Should I demand an apology from those people? Or just, oh God, yeah, the reason why we come here. Gobster. He's been having his own problems with Paul Thorpe, hasn't he? Gobster's a real nice gentleman. Gobster, right, I have removed Paul from the channel. What did I do to you? Nah, it's the other one. It's the Benny Dome Barrow boy he's talking about. That's why I say call me GA. I don't want to be confused with them. Okay, so what's he done to the Gobster? And Gobster is always careful with his words, if you notice. Get on with it. Right, I have removed Paul from the channel. I have no issues with him coming at me, but I won't stand by and have him going at my followers. Unlike him, I actually care about my subs and refuse to have such a thin-skinned wet wipe act like a 12-year-old in a Fortnite lobby. My full reply will be given tomorrow. So yeah, make sure you tune into the Gobster to keep up with it. Interesting though. Prior to that, Gobster posted this. It appears I've rattled a cage, perhaps kicked a hornet's nest. Yeah. It's in response to the video that Gobster put out about YouTubers turning on their own audience. From Paul Thorpe. Get in touch. Would like to invite you into my channel to discuss a few things. My email is available on the contact page. Now that's quite interesting. I don't know what you think. I've responded and said, basically what I said was, no, I don't think you should, Gobster. I think he's just trying to rehabilitate himself in the patriotic community. Yeah. Whatever you say about Dickin Man, he remains consistently crazy and is standing his ground and double down, in fact. Well, what do you think, guys? Do you think Gobster should talk to him? Should I waste my time by talking to Paul Thorpe? I certainly have no desire to talk to him. I would actually crush him in a debate. He's got the intellectual ability of, I don't know what, my vape stick. And that's pretty dumb. Okay, guys, you've been listening to I washed my mouth out this morning. Can't do a thing with it. And so I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye, guys.